Well, hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a great pick a card for you. We are currently in Mercury Retrograde in Taurus. Now, what does this mean for you? This means Taurus is the way we earn money. And Mercury is communications. So this might be something to do with your work, maybe investments, maybe you misunderstood something. But it's definitely all things Taurus which is ruled by Venus, which is your luxurious items. You might find that you open a bottle of wine and it's vinegar, for example, or the material that you ordered for curtains comes up short or something like that. But it's definitely to do with our earthly pleasures. You might find that it's interesting. I was just following another YouTuber, and she just had a bout of laryngitis. Well, Taurus rules the throat, so you might have some issues with your thyroid. All sorts of things can go on, and especially if you are a Taurus. This might even, because this Mercury retrograde is completely in your sign, you might feel the effects of this throughout the whole year, actually. I would not plant anything right now because Taurus is an earth sign and we have Mercury retrograde. You may find that everything you plant either does not thrive or bugs are all over it. Just wait. It's only May 15th. We've only got another couple. Today is April 29th. We've only got another couple of weeks. Just hang in there and then plant your garden. Then plant your flowers. And you'll find that they'll do much, much better after the Mercury retrograde. Especially when it comes to bugs, or especially if you're planting flowers, because that's an air element. And we communicate with flowers, and bugs communicate with each other. So when you look at it that deeply, this is a time to look after a few things. This is also a great time to go back and look at some things that maybe you mishandled. Maybe some investment portfolio or something this is a really good time to review it. Not start anything new, but review it. Maybe get rid of some of your investments that aren't doing well. This is a great time for me to tell you about my disclaimer down below. This is tarot reading only, for information and entertainment reasons only. Please do your own research. I'm not a financial, health, medical, psychologist. I'm not any of that. I don't claim to be. I'm just telling you what the cards are going to tell me. So enough with the introduction. I want you to pick a pile, and I have air and earth and fire and water. Now, you can either go by your sign, by your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, or you can just simply go by which picture talks to you, which element is talking to you right now. If you're lacking energy, maybe you need more fire. If you seem really scattered, maybe you need more air. If you feel like you've been very cold and unemotional and unempathetic, maybe you need more water. And if you just can't seem to get your money together, maybe you need more earth. So we're going to ask the piles, where are your abundance blocks? Because we're talking about Mercury retrograde in Taurus, which is abundance. We're going to ask the piles, where are your abundance blocks? And then I've also got one card in each pile that's ready to go. By the end of the reading, I want you to ask a question of the angels, and the angels will answer you. All right? So I'll give you a few moments to pick your pile. Air, earth, fire, water. We have mountains with clouds. We have a heart and roses. We have a heart with wings. And we have the moon over still water. Well, hello, pile one. This reading is for you if you chose the air element. This will be especially applicable to you if you have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, anywhere strong in your chart, sun, moon, rising, especially because we're talking about money if you have one of those signs in Taurus. So we're going to ask the cards, what are your abundance blocks? Well, I'm telling you right now that you're feeling like you're constantly climbing the mountain and you're never getting to the other side. It just seems like you're just the effort that you have to be putting into everything. And with the clouds here, it just seems like you can never see the top. You can never see it. Just feels like you're struggling and struggling and struggling. And where is the damn top already? So I can see the other side, or at least go down the other side. And when do these clouds clear up? Clouds are mental anguish and stress. Well, I'm here to tell you that you have been working really hard to get over this mountain, when all this time you could have just gone around the mountain, could have avoided the clouds and the stress and all the hard work. You just had to find your way around the mountain. There's more than one way to get over a mountain. And maybe that might be the lesson that you are here to learn. So let's get to your cards. We have 9 of Cups. We have Page of Coins. We have 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're really stuck. You're really stuck. The money's there, but for some reason, it's not enough for you. With the Page of Coins, it's like, well, that's not enough. And the cards are saying it is enough, but for some reason, you don't feel it is enough, and you're feeling really stuck. We have Knight of Cups. Are you spending a lot of money on other people? Knight of Wands. Are you trying to rescue other people? And 5 of Pentacles. So it's putting you in a spot where you're spending all your money on these other people, trying to help other people. We have Justice in reverse. We have the Lovers. Are you getting a divorce? Or have you called off a divorce? Or are you fighting about money? 10 of Cups, because you have the 10 of Cups here, the unhappy family. I think we're having some arguments. If you're coupled up, I think we're having some money issues here. Big time. Might be with over a child, because we do have a page on the loving woman. So this is somebody who gives way too much. And it almost feels, I'm feeling this real imbalance here. Wood nymph, beauty. Are you paying attention to other people's mental health more than your own? Are you not doing any self-care? Or are you doing too much self-care and not looking at the real issue? I just want to make sure this is your last card. And then here we go, the message from the angels, clearing debts. So let's get on with your reading here. So it starts off the 9 of Cups. You have your wish about money. Money's been pouring down on you. But at the same time, I feel like it's leaving you just as fast as it's coming in. Or you may have been in a very lucrative position, and for some reason, you've lost it. And it has something to do with a child. Absolutely has something to do with a child. Are you spending too much money on a child, or as a child, their expenses are draining you? Are you fighting over a child? When I see this fighting here with the family, 6 of Swords, you're stuck. Absolutely stuck. You don't know how to get out of this mess that you've gotten yourself into. I just really feel like you're trying to rescue somebody. You're trying to rescue somebody from themselves, with the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands coming in here. You're are you trying to rescue them with money? And in the meantime, you're broke and you're feeling left out. And if you look at this, she's holding a child as well. And there's a person hiding, standing behind. So is that where, that's the vibe I'm getting, that are you fighting with a partner over a child? Are you fighting, are you going through a divorce? We've got the Justice and the Lovers and the 10 of Cups. That's, to me, that screaming breakup of a family. If you haven't, are you on the verge of breaking your family up over this? I can see you're doing this because you're just a loving, loving person. And you think by helping them, and rescuing them, you're helping them, but you aren't. You're destroying everything else around you, and you aren't helping them at all. They're still in reverse, and they're still stuck. I can tell you're a very beautiful person, and you do care very deeply about other people, and you definitely are very empathetic. You've got lots of water here, and the loving woman. And again, here is a small dog, and some people consider their pets as children. So again, are you spending too much on your children? This could actually even be a pet. Is your pet really sick? And so you're throwing all this money at your pet, and it to your own detriment. And you're making everybody else feel good around you. But we've got the moon here at night. And so is it all an illusion? It's all an illusion that there's something in here that you get out of it, that you feel so much better about yourself when you're helping this person. But here's the problem. You aren't helping them. You're actually, if you're destroying their family, you aren't helping them. Because they're staying stuck. Have you ever heard of the story of the caterpillar, that if you find a caterpillar in a cocoon and you see it starting to break open and you peel off the cocoon for itself, it can never fly because it doesn't get a chance to strengthen its wings by breaking out of the cocoon. And that's what we do sometimes when we rescue people. We aren't giving them the strength to come out of their own cocoon. And this could even be, if it's not a child, then it's a spouse who's childlike, or a partner that's childlike. But I get a lot of family and child things happening here. And it's because you're a caring, empathetic, beautiful person. But honestly, you aren't helping them. And here's how you can help yourself. This is a direct message from the angel, clearing debts. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burden of financial and emotional debts from your life. This is an emotional debt that you have. And isn't that interesting? I was talking about self-care before I really looked at this card. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So, do you just feel obligated to this person, to this child, that you have to financially upset yourself? That's where your block is. This Mercury retrograde, you might find that you're just constantly throwing money at this problem. And here's the issue though. If you don't stop it, if you don't look at this problem, and I feel this problem's been going on for a while, it'll last much, much longer, just as the card says. You'll feel freer just by stopping this. And that's the block that you need to stop. You need to stop looking after other people and look at more after yourself. And you look after yourself by making sure you're financially comfortable. It doesn't mean you're extremely wealthy. It means you get to pay all your bills and you aren't in debt, and you can look after yourself. That you have a little bit of money, maybe go for a massage or a facial or get your nails done, or whatever is that little self-care for you. So the last card this is answers from your angels. I'm going to give you a minute to ask a question. If you need to pause right now, pause. I want you to ask a question. Typically, this is yes or no questions. And so, but ask a positive question. Ask a question in a positive way. For example, will my debts be paid? Will I get that raise? So that's more positive than will I always be broke? Will I always have a credit card debt? Those are more, you can just even hear your voice goes down. So ask something in a positive way. And if you need to pause, get your question straight, because I'm going to reveal the answer. All right. Yes. Yes. Whatever you ask, the angels are saying yes. This is the most positive card in the whole deck, and you got it. You got it. So there's your overall, what's your block? What's blocking your abundance? It's your empathy for other people and rescuing other people, and particularly children or a pet. You know, take what resonates and leave the rest, or pick another pile. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like. Maybe share this with someone else that you know, this message would resonate with them as well. And thank you for watching, and take good care. Bye for now. Well, hello. This reading is for you if you pick pile number 2 or the Earth card. And the Earth card we've got roses on a heart, and it's half a heart, but it says persistence, patience, and practicality. Now, will be especially applicable to you if you have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn strong in your chart. So sun, moon, rising, or even if you have one of those signs in Taurus in the second house, or in your Taurus house, because we're talking about Mercury retrograde in Taurus. This is interesting to me because this shows that whatever you plant blooms wherever you put it. You plant a seed inside a broken heart, and you will bloom roses from that. You never have to worry about sustenance. You're very creative. You can bloom where you're planted. That's all. That's just the message I'm getting here. And you are very persistent, and you will make that rose bloom no matter what it takes. Even if you're trying to pour water in here and it's coming out the other side, you'll find a way to get that rose water so that it blooms, because you just are that resourceful and earthy, like salt of the earth. That's why they call them salt of the earth, is because you know how to make mountains out of molehills, to be quite honest with you. So let's get to your reading. 5 of Swords in reverse. Oh, the Fool, new beginnings. 8 of Cups. You have 8 of Cups twice. This is a huge message for you. Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups. 9 of Wands, Page of Cups, 8 of Wands. Optimism. Oh, family, Wolf Spirit, abundance mindset. All right. Wow. Let's get to your reading, my Earth people. Okay. So the 5 of Swords. You might have won the war, but you lost the battle. Or you just have finished fighting about something. You've been arguing, and I just almost feel like you've given up arguing. And so rather than continue to argue, you just are going to start fresh, start anew, look up instead of looking down at the ground of what you lost. You're looking up to the sky. You're looking for inspiration. You're looking for peace of mind, but mostly you're looking for inspiration. That's probably why you clicked on this video. You want some subconscious messages. You want some messages from the universe about what's your next step. And you're quite open. You're quite open to what's your next step. You're willing to take that next step. Oh, and the clock agrees with me, knowing that even if the universe will create something there for you. You're not even worried about falling. You're just so done with fighting. You just want a fresh start. You just want to move on. 8 of Cups, we have it twice. You're just, whatever your abundance blocks are, you're done with them. I think there a lot to do with arguing about money, and you've created this negative argument around money, and you're just done with it. You just want to move on. Let's just turn the page and start fresh, start anew. And that's such a double message here for you. Just, yeah, you know what, I'm emotionally spent from all this fighting and stressed out about it. So I'm just going to start anew. And the Wheel of Fortune next to the Fool here is saying you're doing the right thing. This is actually going to turn your fortunes around. So if you're still fighting about money, the main message here is to stop fighting about money. That's your abundance block. Once you can get over stopping fighting about money, starting new, maybe you need a new budget. This is definitely with some kind of partner. This actually even could be maybe your financial advisor. If it's not your husband or your serious partner, don't go by gender. It's your partner, your emotional partner, and they also maybe you've been arguing they haven't been working. Well, they're coming into something under the Wheel of Fortune here. Maybe they're going to walk away from a bad job and something good is going to happen. Because if you look at this King of Cups, he's dressed smartly in a suit. I mean, he's at the yacht club and he's feeling pretty good about himself. So, you know, maybe that's the end of the fight too, is that his Wheel of Fortune is going to come in and and provide some abundance that stops you from fighting about money, especially with the Nine of Rods. Here we go again. A little bit of embarrassment about the arguments you've had about money. Maybe you've been part of the catalyst, but if you're an earth sign, I doubt it. You're probably the one who wants to save, and you just are done with the battle. Between the Five of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Rods in reverse, you're just really done with the battle. You just don't want to fight about it anymore. And if with the Page of Cups here, which is the surprising news when it's upright, it's an apology. It's offering an apology. And once that apology comes through, then things can move forward. Look, we have eights. We have lots of eights. What's eights? Eights are abundance as well. So once we get over the embarrassment of what went down, what happened, we get some apologies, whether it's you or them or to your financial advisor or even to yourself, and just say, wow, that was really stupid. That was really stupid to overspend there. That was really stupid to give up that great job. And apologize to yourself and say, I'm really sorry. That's on me. Let's do better. Once you do that, you can move on. Once you do that, you're going to see that a lot more better messages come towards you. Things are going to change for you, especially with this Wheel of Fortune here. You're going to start to hear a lot more good news. Maybe you will get that raise. Maybe that one bill you've been fighting, they find out you were right, and so they erase it from you. And then and then we go right into optimism. And look at this. What an earth card is this? Fruits of the earth, fruit and abundance and green. And this is just being optimistic that what you're planting is going to grow and bring you a great harvest. We have the harvest coming towards you. But what a great card for the earth signs to have, because that's earth growing and providing and abundance, and just know everything is going to be well and your harvest is coming. Your harvest is coming. Now, interestingly, we have the family card here, and a wolf spirit family, and this is, we have the two here. This is definitely where you have to come together with somebody else. Maybe if you're deep in debt, ask some family members to help you out. If this is to do with a spouse or a partner, come together on the same page. Be optimistic that they want the same things as you do. They want the abundance as well. It's just, I get this really cold feeling here that you've shut somebody out. And it could have been just out of embarrassment. And you don't want to admit the truth of what's happening. But this is telling you your family's here to support you. Your family is here to support you. They love you, and your family, whether it's just your partner, maybe you have a family of pets, of actual dogs. But would be, I would say, your pack. your soul family, your pack. This is usually the wolf spirit family is more than just a couple. It's like it's all the people around you that support you. They all work together so that they all eat. They all work together to protect themselves. They all work together to raise little ones. So this is when this card came up. That's the first thing I thought is you need to rely more on your family. Whether it's getting together and growing a garden together, or just outright asking somebody in your family if you're deep in debt to give you a hand. And you don't want a hand out, you want a hand up. Remember that. But look at this. Look at what this angel message is. Abundance mindset. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. Look at that. Look at all the money she's got there. So yeah, fighting about money. So start there. Start speaking abundance. Start speaking. And if you look at this card too, you have optimism. The fruits are right there at her hands. Yes, there is a harvest. She's planting and counting on the future, but that's also abundance, saying I'm planting and I'm going to nurture. But in the meantime, look at the abundance that I have. And I'm always going to have abundance because I'm preparing my fields for a harvest in the future. I will never be without. So here's where we come to where you ask your angels a question. Now, you can ask any yes or no question. Yes or no works best, but try and keep it in a positive frame of mind. For example, will that check come in next week? Or will I get the raise? Not, will I always be broke? Does my boss hate me? Think of it in a positive way. And if you have to pause this till you get your question going, go ahead and do that now. And soon I'll turn it over and expose the answer. So go ahead and ask your question to your angel. And the answer is meditation brings answers. That's probably not what you wanted to hear as an earth sign. But what I'm getting out of this is you are maybe too deep into the earth and you need to do a little bit more spiritual. And also, stop and take a breath. And if you look at this Fool card here, they're counting on the universe to help them out, to have an abundance mindset. So maybe go into a quiet meditation. Doesn't mean sitting for an hour. Could be working in your garden. Could be a meditation to you. Cleaning your house. Some people get into meditation there as they're vacuuming. It's a rhythmic, and they ask for answers. So meditation brings answers. So whatever question you are asking, do some kind of journaling, quiet time, and you will get the answer that you're seeking for that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this message, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you know somebody else who needs to hear this message, please give this a share. I'd appreciate it a lot. Any little bit helps. Thanks so much for watching. Take good care, and bye for now. Well, hello. This is for you, pile number 3, if you chose the fire. This is a heart on fire. There's even a flame on there. And this is especially if you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius strong in your chart, sun, moon, rising, or if you have one of those signs in Taurus, if you have a strong planet in Taurus, you know what I mean. I'm going to edit that out. This is confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Braveheart was probably a fire sign individual. This is lighting your passion on fire. Maybe that's part of what your abundance block is you aren't living your passion. You haven't lit your passion on fire. So life just feels really like a drudgery right now. So this Mercury retrograde in Taurus is asking you to pay attention to that. Light your heart on fire. Light your heart on fire. Get your passion. Um, and from the heart, not from the head, from the heart. So let's get it into your reading. Oh yeah, 4 of Cups. I just said drudgery, and there you go. Oh, we have the Page of Cups. A surprise announcement, 10 of Swords. Ruin, rock bottom, but the good news is it's in reverse, so it's over. 3 of Wands. Yeah, you're looking at something. 6 of Swords, you're ready to move on. Oh, 8 of Pentacles. This is about your work. Absolutely, this is about your work. 4 of Pentacles. Are you hanging on to that job because that's all you have? Oh, the World. I think your job is going to be changing here. 2 of Rods. I think so. I think you're going to start to make plans to actually work. Oh, milestone. Maybe you're at a point in your life that now you're retiring, and so now you can actually go on to your work. Maybe you decided to give some kind of job 10 years, and so you've hit this milestone, or you've hit the sales targets that you wanted, and now it's time to move on. Wizard of the Woods, focus. And then our message from our angel, release resentments about money. All right. So first thing I'm getting here is, yeah, I was right about ignite your heart, live your passion. We have 4 of Cups here in reverse. This is regrets. And if you look, when this is in reverse, he's looking at the past. So regrets about, are you regretting what you took in school? Are you regretting this job? Are you regretting some of the decisions that you made, some of the choices that you made? And with these regrets, do you kind of feel stuck? Do you just really kind of feel stuck? I mean, when 4 of Cups isn't upright, you're not even listening to any more options. But this way, you can't see any other options. You've got your back to them. You won't even look at any other options. But the good news is, with Page of Cups here, you're going to hear some surprising news soon. These pages bring us news, and the Page of Cups brings us surprising news. When she hands you the cup and a fish jumps out, that's quite a surprise. This could be something developing. Like, I mean, sometimes it's something like a pregnancy, but this is definitely, this is the sunrise coming up. So this is something new coming. This is something new coming, and it's going to bring you some happiness. Music brings us some happiness. So you're going to get some surprising news here right away. And what I like about this following the surprising news, this 10 of Swords in reverse. This way is ruin, backstab, hit rock bottom. When it's this way, all the swords can fall out. It can't get any worse than it is. Now you can, with all these swords gone, you can rise up and then start to change your life and make better decisions for yourself. So instead of regretting these decisions, you're going to hear some kind of good news. So whether you've applied for a job and you think you didn't get it, I think you might hear something, because Mercury retrograde brings things from the past back. It gives us second chances on things. So if you applied for a job long ago, you don't be surprised if you hear from it now. But I can see you are definitely making plans, and you've been thinking about changing things up for a really long time. And now you're just wondering, when is your ship coming in? And now you're just being patient, because you do want to move on. Absolutely, you do want to move on. You want to get out of Dodge. And I just keep getting, this is about your work, because we have the 8 of Pentacles here. I think you've peaked at your career. You've either peaked, or now it's just so mundane and redundant. It's the same thing over and over and over. And for example, he should be painting this picture of this lady, but he's actually painting a pentacle. So he doesn't even see anything, how to change anything anymore. He just does this repetitive ordinary thing over and over and over. And I think that's where you are, and you just want to get out. I'm getting like the cubicle kind of vibe, or a job that you hate, absolutely hate, and you just know there's something else out there for you. But it looks like your choices are barren. But there is something out there for you. It's just you're just. I think one of the things you're worried about is money. That, you know what, this is a shitty job. Oh, sorry, this is a terrible job, but but at least I get a paycheck. At least I'm not going to lose anything. So you're hanging on to something that is not in your best interest for money. And I think this is going to end for you because we have the world, we have successful completion, plus we have this milestone. And the Two of Rods is making new plans. Should I stay? Should I go? One of the rods is stationary. One of the rods they get to pick up, and they have the world in their hands. I think you are giving yourself not as much credit as you've got the world here. The world, you can wrap this up. You don't. I don't think you have to worry about money as much as you think you do, because you also have. So the milestone is, you know what, maybe this is like a wedding. This is definitely a celebration. This isn't a divorce or anything like that, or a firing. This is maybe you going, okay, you know what, I'm going to work till the end of the year because I've got these benefits, and you're going to hit that milestone, or I'm working here till I've been here 10 years. I'm going to get my 10-year diamond pendant or whatever it is. And I'm out of here. I'm out of here. You got the trophy. You got the rewards. Everybody's happy for you, and you can say thank you. I'm out of here. I'm out of here with pleasure, with happiness. You do not have to leave this situation under bad terms, because here's the thing: you can create anything you want. The Wizard of the Wood focus. You can just make magic if you want to. You can make magic if you want to. You can create this new passion if you want to. You can ignite your heart if you want to. This is your block, do you really want to? Or is it that you don't know what you want? So you can't focus to bring that into fruition. If you would focus on what you want, you are the wizard. You can create it. You can, obviously you can't make somebody call you, but you can create yourself in a job in a happier place. So maybe you're being too specific on what you want rather than opening it up a little bit and seeing what else is out there. They're saying, I have to have this specific job to make this specific money. Maybe you need to open it up a little bit more. If you look, she has her helmet on and she takes it off and the wind starts blowing. So maybe you have your helmet on being too myopic about what you want. Take the blinders off and have a look around and see what else is out there. Because you just need to focus, not necessarily on one job, on what you want. Focus on having, you're igniting your heart. And then here, let's see what your angel says. Release resentments about money. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentments about finances just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world, and this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Support and golden opportunities. Yes, there you go. You got to release a little bit of that money. That doesn't mean give it all away. You just stop hanging so tight to it. You can release it. You can support other people by buying their handicrafts, by supporting local businesses. I mean, if you need to eat anyways, why not go to the little local grocer rather than the big multinational? That way you're supporting people. And then that way you're releasing some of that money that brings more, you bring it more of a flow. And even if you look at this is create more flow in your life. So here's where we get the point that you get to ask an angel a card. Ask an angel a question. So I want you to ask your question. I want it to be a yes or no question. Please put it in a positive way. Do not say, or rather say, will the money arrive next week versus will I always be in debt? So think of a positive spin on your question that you want to ask. Make it about abundance. And you can pause the video if you need to. And I'll give you a few moments here to formulate your question, and then I'll reveal the answer. All right. The answer is opportunity. Oh my God, fire. Yes, you've got a great opportunity coming up here. You just have to create it. You have to create it. You've got the world at your hand. You've got the world at your hand. I'm going to reread this to you. Yes, the money system of the world can seem upsetting, but holding resentment about finances or jobs or situations just pushes your abundance away. Instead, see money as a tool you can use to better the world. And this shift will help you attract support and golden opportunities. Look at all the gold she's got. You should bookmark this. And wow, fantastic. It was very clear about what your blocks are to your abundance. And now you know what to work on this Mercury retrograde. Just a word of warning. Just work on your focus and your mindset here right now. Unless a job comes back that you've applied to in the past, do not apply for any new jobs until after May 15th, May 16th. Let the kind of shadow, I would give it till May 18th. After May 18th, if I were you, I would just be applying. All right? And you will definitely find something. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up or subscribe. And if you know somebody else who would enjoy this reading, please don't forget to share it with them. Thank you very much for watching. Take good care and bye for now. Well, hello, my pile 4. This reading is for you if you chose the water card. And especially if you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces sign, or have that very strong in your chart, sun, moon, rising, or have planets in any of those, this reading will especially be applicable to you. And this is spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. If you see, we have the moon here, which is our intuition, and it's reflecting on the still water. This is still water. And your intuition is always steady. It's always steady. But it's reflective, too, of the world around you. This is somewhat of a dark card for water. So if you were attracted to this card, I'm thinking your emotions run really deep, because what deeper we go into water, the darker it comes. So your emotions run really deep, and they might be a little bit murky right now. This water doesn't look too clear. So your emotions might be a little bit murky right now, and that could be some of your blocks too. When your emotions are running high, it's really tough to get into a positive mindset to attract more abundance. But this is definitely a time for you, to really work on your emotions and maybe some of your spirituality, if that's what you're interested in. But you definitely have the intuition of what's going on around you. You're very, very aware, and you notice things that are going on around you, and you might be picking up other people's blocks of abundance during this Mercury retrograde. So let's get started with your cards. Oh, 5 of Cups right off the bat. A dark card right off the bat. Disappointment and being unable, strong emotions, because obviously Cups is water and this is dark. I'll get to that right. Oh, 10 of Cups. Things are going to look at that. The sun comes out and out comes a rainbow. Nine of Swords. The end of, I think you've got the end of some anxiety here. Queen of Swords. Interesting, you got so many air cards. Five of Wands. Four of Pentacles. So if you do feel like you're almost feel like you're drowning here. Page of Rods. Oh, Nine of Swords. You have two Nine of Swords in reverse. So that's a double message that your anxieties will soon be over, water signs. Oh, increase. I love that. That's my favorite card. That's a cycle of increase. Rainbow, waterfall, miracles. We got two rainbows. The sun is coming out. The sun is coming out. Windfall of abundance. Okay, water people. Yeah, it's your emotions are blocking your abundance. Absolutely, without a doubt. This Five of Cups in reverse, despair, depression, being unable to look at what you have and crying over this is crying over spilt milk. And being unable to being grateful for what you do have. For noticing the good in your life and just it's the emotion has just dragged you into this Five of Cups, but this is in reverse. So this is telling me it will soon be over because you have the rainbow and the sun comes out. The sun comes out for you. Ten of Cups, happy, joy, family, completion, like whatever this emotional blockage that you have is going to end because you have Nine of Swords in reverse, and Nine of Swords upright is anxieties, pointless anxieties, nightmares, can't sleep at night, but it's in reverse. So it's going to end. It's going to end. Things are going to look really, really good for you very soon. And I got it right off the start. Your emotions are blocking your abundance. Absolutely, 100%. Okay, thank you for watching. No, but your emotions are, you need to get a hold of those emotions. And how do you get a hold of them? Your thoughts. The Queen of Swords is thoughts, logical thoughts, clear thoughts, reality. Getting a hold of your thoughts because your thoughts create your emotions. So asking yourself, whatever you're upset about, is this true? Is this true? Oh, everybody hates me. Well, is this true? Well, no. Oh, I'm such a loser. Is this true? Is this true? No. I managed to get up this morning and make myself a cup of coffee. So I'm not a loser. So this is the Queen of Swords is coming in and is going to anoint you with the truth. I want you to be a little bit harder on yourself about what stories you're telling yourself and asking them if they are based in reality and logic. That might create some struggle with you. Might create a little bit of struggle, not a fight with you. And the clock agrees with me. Interesting, we have two fives here, two fives. That a little bit of struggle here. You're a loser. No, I'm not. Like I can just see this back and forth, back and forth. And I think it'll take a bit for you to get over that. And also you do feel a little bit like you're drowning here with your money, that, you have to cling to it so tight. You have to count your pennies, be on a really tight budget. And, that's part of your abundance block as well. You have to get that flow going. You have to get that flow with your money going. Interesting. This is the only pentacle that you got. We're talking about abundance. And I think it's because it's your emotions are blocking your abundance. So you feel like what you do have, you have to hang on to for dear life because that's all you've got. That's all that you feel like that's all you've got right now is the little bit of money that you have. You don't feel like you have a lot of love. You don't feel like you have a lot of support. You don't feel like you have a lot of friends, or you don't have any other abundance in your life, and it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Because here comes the Page of Rods or the Page of Wands to tell you are so creative. You can create anything you want. You're so creative. So, for example, if you're out of a job, you can create a new job. Maybe you can go to Fiverr and do something, or um, I don't know, something on the internet, or, you know, go clean somebody's house, go babysit somebody's kids, go mow a lawn, something. This page of rods is telling me that you are creative enough that you can get yourself out of this. And here we have, and by being creative, finding creative ways to get yourself back into logic and back into reality is and that will help with your pointless anxiety. You are creating all your anxiety about everything and keeping yourself up at night. I mean, when you have two Nine of Swords that show up, they're both in reverse. What a strong message that is. And because what you need to do is you need to walk away from something, but you aren't. You need to walk away from something, whether that's a job, a person, a depression. You need to walk away from it, but you're not. For some reason, you're staying. You're stuck there. And once you can get over this and let the Queen of Swords help you with some logic and have some of that mental wrestling. Once you do that, then the increase is going to start coming. And look at this. Look at just being creative. You've got a long road of increase ahead of you. This isn't a short road. Look at all the increase. Look at how long it would take you to collect all these jewels all the way until you get to that house. So this cycle that you're in, I'm going to say this is a 3-year cycle you're going into of increase. This is a long road of increase. So if you can get over this, whether it's a depression, a circumstance that you're under, get a hold of your thoughts. The Queen of Swords is the Queen of Thoughts. Get a hold of your thoughts. You'll have a little bit of tussle there. You might even say, you know what, I don't have money to go to a psychologist or coaching or whatever. And the Page of Rods is here. We'll come up with a way. Maybe if you do need some help, some counseling help or whatever, maybe babysit on the weekends or something so you have the money to do it. But you are definitely going to have an increase as soon as you can get over this murkiness and this darkness in your life. And you will, I know you will, because you have the Nine of Swords twice saying you will get over it. The anxiety is leaving you. You just have to decide to leave it. Because look at, here comes the sun. Rainbow waterfall, miracles, 2 rainbows here. Rainbows show up after the rain. Butterflies, more lightness in your life. And look at more water, 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 water. And as soon as you lighten up and let some light into your life, that's when the rainbows can shine. And that's when the rainbows use your water and brighten everything up, right? Rainbows can't happen without water and sunshine. But there's no rainbows when there's water and darkness. So miracles will happen. Miracles will happen. It's all in your head, water people. I'm telling you this. Look at this, windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms. Be creative, some of them unexpected, miracles. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. Maybe you need to spend a little bit more time in nature. We have out in nature here as well. Even Santa's out in nature. He's not climbing down a dark chimney. He's out sharing. I want you to come up with some ways that you can change your thoughts, because that's all you need to do, water. Like, your reading was so instant. What's blocking you are your thoughts. Now, during this Mercury retrograde, this is something that you can work on, is what thoughts are from your past got you to where you are right now. You know, I'm such a loser. I'll never find a job. How long have you been thinking that? Well, this Mercury retrograde is bringing things that you've said, your emotions and whatnot from the past, to the forefront and how it's affecting your abundance. And it's all in your thoughts. So you've got to come up with new thoughts, whether that includes, because I can see the struggle here in the inertia. Maybe you do need some counseling, some coaching, read a book. There's so many free things on YouTube about how to change your thoughts. Just Google that, and blogs will show up, and YouTubes will show up. How to change your thoughts. That's all you have to Google, and you'll get millions and millions. Trust me. That's your abundance blocks. That's the block that the Mercury retrograde is trying to bring to your attention. Your money problems, your abundance problems are all emotional. Just change that around and you'll get an increase. You'll see miracles, and you won't have to worry about money, about hanging on to money. And the anxiety will go away, and you'll be able to move on instead of feeling inertia. You'll be able to come up with creative ideas to move on, whether that's a new job, whether that's a new person. I'm excited for you. So this is the point where you get to ask the angels a question. Try and ask a yes or no question. Try and make it positive. For example, will I get the money next week versus will I always be broke? So try and make it positive. If you need to, pause the video. Otherwise, I'll give you a moment to formulate your question that you want to ask the angel. All right. The answer is within the next few months. So whatever you asked, within the next few months, and I could see that absolutely happening. If you get your thoughts all sorted out, you'll be shocked how fast the miracles show up. Look at this. I just realized this. We got 2 here and 2 here. This is going to be, for sure, this is going to last at least 3 years. Is good luck, this increase, these miracles. You're in for a fabulous ride, water. Thank you so much for watching this. Don't forget to give it a like if you enjoyed this. And if you know someone else who needs to see these messages, please share this. It all helps. I appreciate it so much. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.